What were the key highlights of the 2024 budget, you might ask? Well, let's dive in, starting with the impressive strides made in poverty alleviation. Over the past 10 years, the government has successfully lifted a staggering 25 crore people out of the clutches of poverty. That's equivalent to the entire population of several countries combined. But the efforts don't stop there. In an endeavor to ensure no Indian goes to bed hungry, the government has been providing free food to 80 crore people through various schemes. Another noteworthy initiative is the direct benefit transfers. A colossal 34 lakh crore rupees have been transferred directly into the accounts of beneficiaries under the PM Jan Dhan Yojana. This not only ensures transparency and efficiency, but also curbs corruption and leakage of funds. This has resulted in savings of Rs 7 lakh crore. And with that, we wrap up the first key highlight of the 2024 budget, poverty alleviation. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into other significant aspects. What has been done for the artisans and entrepreneurs? A question that finds its answer in the government's various initiatives. The PM Vishwakarma Yojana scheme is one such initiative, offering end-to-end support to artisans, keeping our cultural heritage alive and thriving. Street vendors, the lifeblood of our bustling cities, haven't been overlooked either. The PM Svanidhi scheme has provided credit assistance to 78 lakh of these hardworking individuals, ensuring they continue to add flavor to our streets. Women entrepreneurs, the backbone of local economies, have been supported through the disbursement of 30 crore Mudra Yojana loans, fueling their dreams and ambitions. And let's not forget the Lakpati Didi scheme, set to expand and empower rural women, adding momentum to the rural economy. These aren't just schemes or initiatives, they're stepping stones, building a path towards a prosperous nation where every individual has the means to shape their own destiny. These efforts aim to empower individuals and boost the rural economy. What about economic growth and development? Well, the government has acknowledged the significant role that the India-Middle East-Europe economic corridor can play in global trade. This corridor could become a critical channel for trade and economic interactions, thereby boosting India's economic growth. And speaking of growth, the government is setting its sights towards the east. More efforts will be dedicated to developing the eastern regions of the country to fuel India's overall growth and prosperity. The good news doesn't stop there. Inflation has moderated, staying within the target band of 2 to 6%. This stability is a positive sign for the economy. Moreover, the average real income of people has seen a substantial increase, by 50% to be exact. This rise in income is a testament to the country's economic growth and development. Finally, the government plans to subsidize the construction of 30 million affordable houses in rural areas. This move will not only provide shelter, but also stimulate economic activity in these regions. These initiatives aim to fuel India's growth and increase the income of its citizens. What about the sectors of healthcare and agriculture? Let's dive right in. The government has a clear vision to enhance healthcare in India. They're encouraging cervical cancer vaccination and integrating maternal and child healthcare schemes into one comprehensive program. Additionally, the Ayushman Bharat scheme is being expanded to include all Asha and Anganwadi workers and helpers. Switching gears to agriculture, the government is promoting nano DAP for various crops and is planning to expand its use across all agroclimatic zones. Dairy farmers aren't left in the lurch either, with policies being formulated to support them and combat the foot and mouth disease. The journey towards self-reliance in oilseeds is in full swing. This strategy includes research for high-yielding varieties, procurement, value addition, and crop insurance. And let's not forget our fishermen. A new department named Matsya Sampada is being set up to cater to their needs. A new department, Matsya Sampada, will address the needs of fishermen. And with that, we wrap up our look at healthcare and agriculture. What about infrastructure and the environment? Well, let's take a journey through the government's plans. Upgrading the railway system is a key focus, with 40,000 standard rail bogies set to be converted to Vande Bharat standards. This not only enhances passenger safety and convenience, but also takes us a step closer to a more sustainable mode of transportation. The government's vision doesn't stop at railways, though. A keen eye is being kept on urban development, with a particular focus on metros, ushering in a new era of transit-oriented development. But it's not all concrete and steel. The environment forms an integral part of this blueprint for progress. Aiming to turn net zero by 2070, the government has announced several schemes. These include funding to harness offshore wind energy, procuring biomass aggregation machinery, and expanding the e-vehicle sector. These efforts aim to enhance safety, convenience, and contribute to a more sustainable future. Finally, what about fiscal consolidation and tax rates? Let's dive into that. The government has decided to boost capital expenditure to a staggering 11.11 lakh crore for the fiscal year 2024 to 25. This is a clear sign of the government's commitment to invest in our country's future. And what about the fiscal deficit? The government is on a determined path to reduce the fiscal deficit to 4.5% by 2025 to 26. This is a move towards fiscal consolidation, striking a balance between spending and revenue. In terms of tax rates, it's steady as she goes. The government has proposed to maintain the same rates for direct and indirect taxes, including import duties. This brings a sense of stability for businesses and individuals alike. And lastly, the government's borrowings. They're on a downward trend, with the gross and net borrowings for 2024 to 25 lower than the previous fiscal year. These measures aim to ensure fiscal stability and economic growth for the country,